Been getting a lot of questions about triggers. How do I recognize them? What do I do when they occur? What are some different coping mechanisms that I can adopt when I feel the urge to use whatever substance I'm addicted to? And these are all great questions, very common questions. You know, this disease of addiction wants us back. And it is on this shoulder saying, come on back, come on back. So, triggers can occur at any time. I don't know that there's any science behind when they occur and when they don't. There are certain situations you can put yourself in. Like if I were to go into a bar every day, obviously I would be triggered every day. But there's no rhyme or reason when they occur when we're just walking down the street or working in our yard or whatever else it is that we can be doing that they come up. Some important tools to get through them and not succumb to them and not use again are one of the top things to do. And I don't do this as well as I should, but when I do it, it helps immensely, is call another addict. Call someone else in the same boat. That's why establishing the support system in the very beginning is so important. Call someone else who has gone through the exact same thing you're going through and talk about it. Be honest about it. The best tool for all of this addiction stuff is honesty, and honest with ourselves and with other people. Calling someone is probably the number one best thing that I can do. Another thing that has worked really well for me is doing a gratitude list. I know it sounds cheesy. I know you're gonna think, oh, whatever. When I'm in self-pity, my disease loves for me to feel sorry for myself, because I get real close to my disease when I'm feeling sorry for myself. Why not take a drink? Because look at all that I've been through, and look at all that I've gone through, and look at what I'm going through now. All the bullshit statements that go through my head when I'm feeling sorry for myself. I could throw a pity party like no other. But if I'm grateful for everything, in spite of how sorry for myself I'm feeling, if I'm, just glad to be here or glad to be able to write it down, it changes my aspect on things. And there is science behind gratitude and gratitude lists. Even Oprah says it, so it's true. There's a saying, a grateful alcoholic is a sober alcoholic, and it's, if I'm grateful for everything, then I'm good, I'm sober. Not going to the places that cause the triggers. I'm gonna feel triggers if I go to a bar or if I'm around people that I used with. You don't have to avoid these things forever, but if you're newly sober, it's good to avoid them in your first 30, 90 days, maybe a year. Call somebody, gratitude list, what am I grateful for, and avoid people, places, and things that trigger me.